I mean, bridge puzzles, kind of like chess puzzles, which you're familiar, aren't exactly gonna like replicate what you would experience in like normal play, right? Obviously. But
Yeah.
we can still get like a bunch of stuff out of it. So, like, first off, why are they different? Well, for starters, your objective is 100% clear in the puzzle. So, much like a chess puzzle,
Mhm.
you're going to look at it and be like, well, if I don't win a queen or checkmate my opponent, I've got the puzzle wrong. Um, so, in a bridge puzzle, like, sometimes in real life, the best you can do is play three no trump and go down two. That's not the case here.
Mm.
You're in three no trump. You have to take nine tricks. So go ahead and try and take nine tricks. Um, then additionally, there are some other things like you're always going to be provided with the right information and like all of the information. So they're going to give you as much information as you need to solve the problem. And I mean, sometimes there will be extra, but you're never going to be in a situation where you're like, well, it's just a 50-50 guess who has the queen, that sort of thing. And additionally, with that coming in, the opponent's bids are always going to be true. So this isn't going to be like a
Mm.
human game where like sometimes your opponent can open a no trump with 14 or 13 or something. Sometimes they'll do it with a 6 card minor suit. They're always going to have 15 to 17, no singletons, anything like that. Um, and
Gotcha.
then kind of the final thing is like the opponents always find the best defense, which is somewhat
Mm.
unrealistic. And they're never going to make like a mistake as in if it would be reasonable for a human player to just like play spades at some point, but like a diamond will be the killing lead, they're always going to play a diamond here. So that's another thing. But on top of all that, like there's a bunch of skills that you can actually learn from these, which are helpful. So obviously some of the basics, counting, visualization, planning lines of play. Those are pretty straightforward, always going to be useful. Another thing that's very important in these that I think they do a lot of training with is positive and negative inferences. Do you know what
Mm.
positive and negative inferences are?
I mean, like a negative inference, I guess, would be, well, they didn't do this, so they can't have, that type of hand, because if they did have that hand, then they would have done this
Right.
action. So, I mean, a negative inference is something I know based on what they didn't
Right,
do.
yeah, and so positive inferences is the opposite, where if they open a no trump, they're 15 to 17 balanced. The negative inference associated with that is like if they open a club, they're not 15 to 17 balanced. And these hands will give you
Makes sense.
situations where you're going to have to make use of that information. Like an opponent leads an ace king and turns up with a side king, then you play their partner for the other queen because they didn't open the bidding. They've already turned up with 10 high card
Mm.
points. So that can come up. But there's,
That makes
yeah,
perfect
so
sense.
then the only thing that you can't really get out of this that is useful is, I mean, for starters, find the objective, right? Like oftentimes you come into a hand and you're just like, I don't know what my objective is for number of tricks. I have to think about what alternative contracts the field is going to be in. I have to think about what would happen on different opening leads. Am I getting unlucky? Have I already been awarded with a gift and now I can play conservative? So it's already provided to you. You know you're in three no trump. You got to take nine tricks. The other thing that you can't really train is like thinking about the opponent's problems on defense. Like you can worry about it, but
Hmm.
it's not going to help you here, right? Like on this hand, for example, okay, they've led a spade. What happens if I just start playing diamonds right now? Well, maybe they'll switch to hearts
Yep.
and like we can actually set up the diamond trick and make our contract. But that's not going to happen in this layout. The opponents are always going to continue spades. Um,
Totally.
and then, you know, a couple of other things like alternative human bidding, right? Opening a no trump with 6 card minor, that sort of stuff. You don't get to train like, is it possible they have this alternative hand type? Should I consider it? That sort of thing. And then kind of finally, swindles. Like sometimes there are just like,
Mm.
it's like there's a 1% chance to make your contract. In this format, you want to play for that 1% chance. Realistically, there might be a 10% chance the opponents misdefend. And it would be much better to play for that misdefense than it is to play for this very unusual 1% layout. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. So Anyway, that was my prep speech.
Cool.
I don't know how you want to do this. If you want to talk through your thoughts or like, ask questions or just like
Sure.
click through.
Yeah, I mean, on this one, I think I have a pretty good sense. Like, my thoughts are obviously, my first thought is, can I set up diamonds? But I just don't have the timing because, they're going to be able to knock out my spades, and they're going to probably be able to take ace, king of diamonds and three spades at least. So that's not going to work. And obviously, the next place I can get tricks is clubs, and I can see that if I cash the king of clubs and if I go over to the ace of hearts, I'm basically down unless clubs are 3-3. So that's, whatever, 35% ish or something. But, I can see I have this extra chance that if I overtake the king of clubs with the ace, and then I play the queen, and then I play another club, if clubs are 3-3, I'm still fine. But if I get 10 doubleton or jack doubleton somewhere, then I'm going to make this. So, there really is basically doesn't seem like there's anything else happening on this hand. So I feel fairly confident that I got this one, and I'm just going to play.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think that's exactly right. In fact, this exact suit combination came up in a recent team thing I was doing coverage of. I forget exactly where it was, but one of the big like national or world championship team events, and Declare, of course, found the right plan. But this is another one of these hands which is like, in this format, if clubs were 3-3, you could have made an over trick, and that could have been like important at match points, right? But here, or your objective being very clearly defined, you just want to take your 9 tricks. So
yeah, totally. I mean, at match points, I wouldn't be sure how to play, simply because I would imagine in a weak club, most people would just cash the king and hope they're 3-3. So I would assume I'm losing out to all those people if I play for this extra chance of 10 or jack doubleton. So then I would think like, well, what's the percent chance that my line would gain? If I imagine everyone else is in 3-no trump, and a lot of people are taking just the line of cashing the king of clubs, I'm losing out 35% of the time. And the percent of the time that it matters is, I'm not sure what the likelihood of 4-2 with 10 doubleton or jack doubleton, but my intuition is it's significantly less than 35%. So yeah, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I mean, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds. I guess one of the other things that you probably don't train a lot of in this format specifically is like learning the percentages. So like you could, in theory, work out the percentage of that. Like as you say, a 3-3 split, you say it's 36% is like the a priori odds. It's actually a little bit more. It's like 36.3, I think. But but a 4-2 split would be 48%. So more likely to be 4-2, but then you have to consider the combinatorics based on how many of those are going to be jack doubleton or 10 doubleton, as opposed to a small doubleton. Well, I mean, I guess kind of not, but that might cost you an extra under trick, basically. If the clubs do not come home, then you're going to go down extra tricks if you overtake the king of clubs. So
yeah, let's see. So 2/3, 60%, 2/3, like 6 teams.
While you're thinking, I'm gonna
like 40%.
Respond to chat for a second. Ewan,
I
sorry
think it's actually
to hear that you came down
60% of the 4-2 splits are going to have either 10 doubleton, jack doubleton, or jack 10 tight. Because if I'm dividing up into 2 piles, basically I'm the first card, I'm distributing a 10 among these piles of 4 and 2, there's a 2/3 chance that the 10 is going to end up in the 4 pile. And then the jack now, out of the 5 remaining positions, if the jack also ends up in the 4 pile, that's going to be, 3 out of 5, 60%. So the inverse of those possibilities is going to be the set of where it's either 10 doubleton, jack doubleton, or jack 10 type. So it should be like 40% of like 48. So, you're talking like 20%-ish.
Yes, somewhere around there. I think you inverted something because there's going to be 8 possible combinations of jack doubleton or 10 doubleton. I guess in one combination of jack 10 doubleton. And overall, there's, I guess, what is it, 6 choose 2? Oh, no. I guess you're right. 6 choose 2 is 15. Oh no, so we got 9 15ths, right? So it's 60% for the king of clubs to the ace to actually pick up the 4-2 breaks. But
wait, 2/3. I got.
I know that's why I think I said you inverted. So the
2/3 times.
Yeah, the way you.
Times 3/5. Oh, sorry. 2/3 times 3/5 is 40%.
Yeah.
I was calculating the probability that you have jack.
Yeah.
Fine, 60%. I agree.
So, it's probably close. Maybe you're like odds on to not take this line of play because, as you say at the club, like people will just play king of clubs, heart to the ace queen of clubs, and hope that they break. But yeah, in this format, of course, happy to.
Cool. Yep, going for the legitimate best chance to make the contract. Should I go on to the next deal, or should I?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
All right. Yeah. If these ever feel too easy, I mean, I don't want to say that and then we go up to the level 4. Okay, let's see. Wait, let's look at that bidding again because East actually did something here. They bid a spade. Okay, so spades look like they are 5-2 here. West is leading the queen. I mean, presumably queen doubleton could be a singleton queen, but let's see. So, we have 3 diamonds, 2 hearts, and a club off the top is 6. We have at least 1 spade on the lead. So gonna need to get a couple more tricks. Let me see. Well, if they go up with the ace here, I'm going to be, I might as well just play low. If they go up with the ace, I'm home, basically, because I have the king and I have a finesse into West who's safe.
Yep.
For the king of clubs. So they wisely duck the ace, of course. And now I'm just thinking because...
Yeah, you have figured out the idea on this one.
If I win the king here, and East has ace, jack, 8, or whatever. If I take the club finesse and it's off, and West plays a spade back, I am in trouble. So, the 10 of spades is a big card. If I play low, there's really, like West plays their small spade and East plays the ace, and yeah, I'm good. I think this is all about just making sure I don't let the club finesse lose when West still has a spade to play through.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, and now I am good. I can lose a club, and it's fine.
Yep.
All right, I suppose. There's no way to claim, I remember. Is that right?
I really wish there was. I think there should. Is it in the 3-bar drop-down menu? No.
No, it's not. All good. I mean, we can also. I don't have to play them out, but it's very satisfying seeing the big old star up here. So.
Yeah, Koopa says you can't claim on Bridgemaster. That didn't used to be the case. I remember when I did it, like way back in the day in high school, that you were able to claim on these things.
Let's see. Should I go next? Should I go a little harder?
It's
Or
totally up to you. If you think these have been too easy, I mean, you've done well on these, but
these two, I feel like I kind of saw the idea pretty quickly. Let me.
Select deal maybe. Okay, or back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, select deal. That works. Okay, let's maybe try a level up. Let's go somewhere where we haven't done. Did C1 apparently at some point. That's probably while you were
Probably.
here. Let's try C2.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, level
Another
4
3
deals. So this will probably be a little more complicated.
Okay. There is no bidding. I'm very glad they did not lead a heart. Okay. Well, let's see. We're gonna have to get a bunch of club tricks to make stuff happen here. So I am worried that if I duck this and East wins the king and switches to a heart, let me think. So if the king of clubs is onside, I'm making. If the king of clubs is offside, I'm going to have 6 clubs and my 2 aces, and well, just kind of thinking. I mean, even if if I go up with the ace, what's even my plan here? Because if I go up with the ace, I'm kind of forced to paying out clubs, and then what am I playing for? I mean, they're going to probably switch to a heart, and I mean, again, a human might, continue with a spade and give me my ninth trick, but obviously they're not going to do that. Okay, so definitely don't see this one right away.
Yeah, this is a tricky one for sure. I actually really like this hand. This is a cool idea.
Cool. Okay, so
I wonder if anyone in the chat sees it.
Okay, so just think. If I play low or play the queen
You
or
got
something.
it, Ewan. You're on fire. COVID has not kept you down, I can see.
If West led from the king, then well, certainly. Okay. Huh. I mean, at this point, if I were sitting there at the club, I probably would play a low spade.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't see because, I mean, obviously if West is leading from the king, then I'm completely fine here. But East wins the king of spades and now switches to a heart. I can play low for a round, but they can play another heart, knock out my ace. I try the club finesse. It fails. I'm down.
The Platt Star event is very unforgiving, I will say, to mistakes that you make.
I mean,
sorry to hear that your event didn't go well. Better luck
you need
next month,
both
though.
kings to be offside for that line of play to go down. Actually, if West had king third, I'm actually still down. Okay. Idea number 2.
Yep.
Okay. I think I see the trick. If I go up with the queen of spades, then I have the other entry to the jack of spades. And now if West has king third of clubs, I give myself an extra chance. So the only way I go down on the queen of spades is East has to have both kings, or if West has king fourth of clubs, I guess I'm still down, but that's unlikely. So okay.
Yeah, that would be very unlikely because you have 10 clubs between you.
I have 10, not 9. That would be a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess.
I seriously hope they don't punish you for hopping up with the ace of hearts. Okay, they didn't. That was at least forgiving of them, because hearts could have been 6-2 with the king of clubs offside.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Whoops. Yeah. You.
Oh, sorry. I meant to click the queen. Can I can't go
Undo?
back, can I?
Oh,
nope,
there we go.
I can actually.
Yep.
Nice. All right, we can't claim, but okay, cool, sweet. Yeah, that's definitely harder. It certainly didn't. It wasn't like it instantly occurred to me what I should be doing. All right, that's kind of what I remember from when you were here last time. That this level seemed like a level where it's difficult for me, but in a way where like I can get it. I think.
Yeah.
So. Okay, cool. No bidding. We're in 3 no trump. And we have 8 top tricks.
Yeah, Craig makes actually a good point that on the previous board, if the spade queen wins, then you can just play clubs from the top.
Yeah, then I can just knock out the king of clubs, for sure. Once I get the spade queen is my ninth trick. Okay. Well, let's see. I have 8 tricks. Hearts are 4-4. I have no issues. So I can afford to lose 3 hearts and the queen of clubs, or the king of diamonds. So hearts are 5-3. I mean, my intuition is just to hold up the ace of hearts for a few rounds. I'm just trying to think, can I give myself any more chances here? You know, if I just hold up the ace of hearts for a few rounds and then I play a diamond, then if someone has king of diamonds and 3 hearts or something, I'm fine. But it seems a bit too simple for this level, so I'm just thinking if I can give myself additional chances.
Yeah, Koopa,
so let's say that someone
you have to knock out
has
2 black
like
kings,
5 diamonds,
and you only have 1 stopper in the heart suit, so it doesn't.
Let's say
quite
West
work.
has 5 hearts and the king of diamonds. Do I have like any chance? Well, let's see. I might as well just start by ducking a few rounds of hearts. I don't really see how it's going to hurt me. The 10 is kind of... Now it seems like West might have been leading from Queen Jack 9-6. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to stop everything now.
Sure. For what it's worth, I do not like this problem.
I mean, East would certainly play the 10. I mean, this is consistent with East having king 10-6.
I guess it's hard for chat to know that I'm just talking to you and not Kurt. We can't do this on Discord. We were having some Discord issues, so we've pulled up like a Google Meet so that he can share screen.
Okay. If West has 5 hearts and the king of diamonds, what can I do? Hmm. Yeah, I definitely don't see this. Let's see. So. Just trying to go through as if I have like any other chance of play low and West wins and plays another heart.
Ewan, I think the answer is to duck this heart so that we now have a count.
Sorry
on
for
the
not
heart
explaining my
suit.
thought process out loud. It's just I
And then
don't have too many new ideas here.
I'm sorry, I'm really not doing a good job of like trying to talk when Kurt's not talking, but I think the idea is to get a count on the heart suit before we decide if we can take the diamond finesse. I'm not like certain of that. It's very possible that we're trying to strip squeeze West and throw them in with a heart, but
I mean, I want to just win the ace and try a diamond finesse, but I can't see how that could possibly be the solution to this hand. I mean, the most natural way of playing this is just, hold up the ace of hearts a few rounds and then try the diamond. But
sure.
So yeah, I just have to think. West has 5 hearts and the king of diamonds. How am I making this hand? Okay, I have one crazy idea that gives me a slight extra chance. If West has a singleton king of diamonds, I could drop it. I mean, I could just like play low here. They're going to knock out my ace of hearts, and then I could play the ace of diamonds. And now, if West has a singleton king, I also make it. East has the king of diamonds. I'm still fine. So that does give me an extra chance. I mean, it's not unreasonable with West having the heart length. I mean, I don't know what the probability is, but I am giving myself a couple extra percentage points chance. Maybe that is what this hand is about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play low.
Okay.
I'm just saying if there's any point to running anything here. I mean, I run my spades. I mean, it's unlikely. Yeah, I mean, it can't help. If Wes has king doubleton of diamonds, I think I'm just down at this point. East is the one who's guarding clubs anyway. I really don't think it matters if yeah, okay, fine. That was what I had.
That was exactly it.
Okay.
But it is very important to duck the third round of hearts because
yeah, just so I know that the
yeah,
it still could be 5-3 the other way.
Right. Yeah. East could have 5 hearts, in which case then you would want to take the diamond finesse.
Totally. That was my reason for ducking is, I need to make, like, it looks like Wes has 5, but I just need to make sure.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I won't bore people by playing it out. We'll just go to the next one.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. 6 hearts, no bidding anywhere. I have an awesome hand. Wow.
You do have an awesome hand. That's why you're in a slam.
All right. Well, let's see. I have a potential spade loser, and I have a potential heart problem. So, what do we do about this one? They're leading the queen of spades.
Thanks for tuning in, Craig. Glad to see you. Hope your interview went well.
It's kind of a funny lead.
And yeah, Koopa is correct.
The bidding went a heart of spades. They're leading the queen of spades here. I mean, I would imagine that this has to be from like Queen Jack 10. It just sounds suicidal to lead from a Queen Doubleton here.
Gotcha. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Imagine you're blowing tricks so often. Okay, so let's see. If hearts are 4-1, what are my chances? Obviously hearts 3-2, I have no problems, so just assuming.
Glad you enjoyed
Splitting
the story
bad.
time, Koopa.
What am I doing?
This is a good hand. I've been telling chat whether or not they're good or bad hands. This is a good hand. The previous one was not a good
Okay.
hand.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. The previous one was all about just like finding like what is that extra little couple
Right.
percent chance you can give
Yeah.
yourself. Okay. So definitely does not instantly occur to me what I should be doing here. I suppose I might as well play the first trick. I mean, no harm. Obviously, I can't duck if hearts are 4-1, and I certainly cannot duck this. So let me just see what spade he played. He played was it the 9? I mean,
Yep.
9. Sure. Okay. So
Ewan, you can't make against 5-0 hearts. Okay. Maybe a little more soup. Good try, though. Yeah, I mean, so the idea here...
I mean, even though I know for the problem that hearts are going to be 4-1, I can't take any line of play that's going to risk my contract when hearts are just 3-2.
Yeah, agree. You definitely don't want to just assume trumps are splitting badly because that's the only problem. You still want to think like this is a normal hand.
Totally. I have to take the best line
Yeah.
of play.
But yeah, hearts are going to turn out to be 4-1.
So-
And so then Kurt's going to have to figure out that his best way to get 12 tricks
What are my
is
chances?
to be able to score 6 hearts despite the 4-1 split, 2 spades and 4 clubs. So what he should be doing is testing the heart suit first by going king of hearts, heart to the ace. That will let him know if
So if
yeah,
hearts are
Koopa has figured it out. We can elope with 3 small trumps, but we have to make sure that we use all of our dummy entries to rough diamonds. So
I have like ace king of diamonds on side.
he's looking for an alternative to maybe potentially pitch a spade on the queen jack 10 of diamonds, which is a little bit of a red herring. He does have the possibility of discarding a spade loser on the queen jack 10 of diamonds.
I need to be careful about my entries because if East
But I'll let
if
him work
hearts are
through it.
4-1,
I'll let him talk.
but East has ace king of diamonds, then I have this roughing finesse here. But if I just played ace of hearts, king of hearts, I can't actually take advantage of the diamonds because I go over to the club. I only have 2 entries there, so I'm thinking if I play king of hearts, then ace of hearts, and then I see the bad break. Now I can play queen of diamonds, and if East covers, I'm assuming that East has ace king of diamonds because right now the only extra chance I see is if hearts are 4-1 and East has ace king of diamonds. If I play king of hearts, ace of hearts, then the queen of diamonds. East covers and I rough. I can cash the queen of hearts, and I can even play another trump just so that they can't mess up my club entries. Just give them their high trump, and now I have the club entries to take a rough and finesse. So I think that might be it. I don't see another chance.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try it out.
Let's try it. So we're going to get the 4-1 presumably, and now we're going to try the queen of diamonds. Yes. Gonna cash the Queen of Hearts. Okay, and now I think I do have to play a heart here. It can't hurt me. There's no reason to risk one of my club entries going away. So, yeah. And now we should be good.
Should we?
Should be good. Assuming that this was the correct idea.
Oh.
We are good.
Interesting. I would have thought a different line of play was correct.
Gotcha. What were the alternatives? I didn't actually even see another chance.
Yeah, that's why I thought this was a pretty good hand. I wonder, does it matter who turns up with the 4-1 hearts? Maybe that makes it more percentage. I don't want to give it away. I have the feeling that maybe the very next hand is going to be the same cards, but East is going to turn up with 4 hearts. So we can see. I know they do some of that.
Okay.
No, it's not. That's really sad. I know they used to do some of that where it's like they would have the very next hand be the exact same hand, exact same auction, exact same contract, and then like a different layout of the opponent's cards that you find out about early.
Gotcha.
But there was a potential to get to 12 tricks before they took their trump.
Should I go back and take a look?
You can try. So yeah, go back.
Cool.
So playing for the Ace King of Diamonds on side was effectively 25%. And the alternative would be to score, if we can count to 12 tricks, so we would score 4 clubs, 2 spades, and 6 hearts by roughing 3 diamonds in our own hand. So like imagine our diamonds were 4-3-2 instead of Queen Jack 10. Then you win the Ace of Spades, you go King of Hearts, heart to the Ace, you rough a diamond, you cash a third high trump, it doesn't really matter, cash your other high spade, play club to the Queen, rough a diamond, club to the Jack, rough a diamond, and then try and cash the Ace King of Clubs. And if the player who has 4 hearts also has 4 clubs, you can then get away with this, and you'll take the first 12 tricks. They're going to be forced to rough their partner's spade winner at the end of the hand. So...
Yeah, I didn't consider that, certainly. You also are going to need to get a 3-2 spade break.
Right. So maybe it's a little bit too much to ask for, and that's why it's lower percentage than playing for the Ace King of Diamonds on side. But that probably would have been my choice at the table. I think they're very close in the 2 percentages.
No, totally. I should have considered that at least.
I think it's a lot easier if you have a bunch of small diamonds. Then you don't have this like added, I don't know if you call it a red herring, I did, but where you can actually set up a diamond trick. But yeah, it's kind of a interesting hand. I was hoping that was the plan because this is kind of a common way to avoid issues when you get a bad trump split. That's called elopement.
Gotcha. Just trying to get your trump tricks, your roughs.
Yeah, but cool. I mean, well done. Like you spotted a way to make your contract. You went for it. It happened to be right. So.
No, but I should have considered your line there. That was Yeah. Okay, 3 spades.
Okay.
3 spades, 3 no trump. I would actually be. I mean, 3 spades is really annoying. Honestly, I wouldn't know what to do. I almost feel like I'm close to being too strong for 3 no trump. But
yeah, it's
like I would feel like if I had some random 17-point hand, I would feel almost obligated to bid 3 no trump here if I had a balanced hand with a spade stopper.
Yeah, this is why preamps work. Sometimes they force you into tough decisions at a high level.
Yeah. Okay, well, spades are probably 7-0. I know a lot about this hand. Unfortunately, I have no obvious way over to the clubs there. Huh. Okay. Let's think. What are we doing here? So, okay. Well, out of, necessity, I have an idea. I mean, I only have 6 tricks in my hand, but if I can strip out all of East side cards and then just like play a low spade, they're going to be forced to give me the entry to the clubs. So, kind of wondering how I can do that though. I almost need them to be like 7-3-1-2. Like if they're 7-3-1-2, if I duck a heart, then I can literally just strip out all of their cards and play a spade and make this thing. I mean, the only chance I have is that they give me an entry to the clubs. There's absolutely no way I'm going to come to 9 tricks otherwise. So, let me think. If they are something like 7-2-2-2, I could like win the ace of hearts and play a low diamond. I might as well cash the ace king of clubs first. There's no reason not to do that. Yeah, let's see. Does it matter what I do now? Actually, I could just give up like a heart and a dime. Like, okay, yeah. My initial instinct of throwing East in, I think, has to be right, but I can make it on a lot of other East distributions.
Yep.
So let's see. Do I have to win? Does it even matter what I do here? I mean, I'm tempted to duck. I actually don't see. I win. I mean, I'm not convinced that it matters what I do here.
I think this dog ad, I understand it's like a hotel advertisement, but the the dog on the left side of the screen is just so adorable.
Okay, I'm going to duck, but
Yep.
I'm gonna duck I have to duck a diamond. That's
Yep.
Oh, wait. Okay. Yep. Obviously, I can't let East in. Okay. Yep. Big problem with my line of play. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see the error of my ways. Obviously, I didn't think. I of course can't let East in to play a spade because that foils my whole plan. So I need to win the heart. I'm gonna cash my ace king of clubs. And now let's just lose a diamond, I guess.
What kind of soup did you get you in? Is it like chicken noodle, or is it something a little more exotic?
Another diamond is played. Think I should duck this as well. If East has 3 diamonds, I have to duck. And can it hurt me to duck here? I don't think it can. Did East follow on both those clubs? I think they did, but I was kind of playing too fast to notice.
East did follow to both clubs. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, now I've seen East shape, so I can safely take this and just exit a spade. All right.
Hey, you made an over trick. Well done.
All right. I will take it. I will take it. Okay, that was a cute hand. Yeah, I saw the idea. I should have I should have though realized. I don't know why it didn't occur to me like instantly. Like obviously you can't let East in to play a spade. They're going to break this up.
Right.
Before you've cashed the ace king
Yeah.
of clubs. So, okay, yeah, that was a good hand. I definitely should have got that.
Ooh, another slam.
All right, all right. Let's see. Okay, so we have a club loser. We have a potential heart problem.
Aha. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I will mute myself while I talk.
No worries. I think I see where this is going, actually, based on the previous discussions. Okay, so if hearts are Breaking Bad.
Okay, I haven't actually figured out
like if West has like queen third of hearts.
the optimal line of play here. Help me out, chat. We go ace of spades and we rough a spade immediately, and then we cash the heart ace. Then what?
Okay, well, if West has queen third of hearts, there is this chance that I could, getting the knowledge of what we talked about earlier, if I am able to rough three spades in my hand, then if at some point I'm able to cash all the diamonds, cash my two clubs, and exit with a club at the end, then maybe West is going to be forced to give me the last two tricks. There might be forced to lead into my king jack of hearts at the end. So I might be able to end play West. But although on the other hand, how would I know? Because I would have to, I don't want to risk my contract when hearts are just breaking. So, I'm thinking I am going to have to at some point play the ace king of hearts, and then my plan doesn't work.
I guess we can do okay if hearts are 4-0, right? Is that the problem? Yeah, it can't really cost to rough a spade at trick 2.
Okay. So if I win ace of spades or rough a spade.
Well, that's certainly the way you start, but how am I getting to 12 tricks, right? Like, we cash the ace of hearts and everyone follows. We're just going to cash the king of hearts and hope that
I'm going to start by just winning the ace of spades. I can't duck this. If I duck this, I've already lost a trick, and then whenever hearts are going bad, I'm just
Good
down.
call. Yep.
So, So,
I think the point is that.
See, I'm thinking I might need to rough a spade now. I don't have that many entries.
We can make
I actually don't
4-0
see
hearts
what I'm playing for at the end
by roughing a spade now.
If I rough a spade now, if I cash the ace of hearts. Oh, if hearts are 4-0, then I'm going to find out.
Yeah, like if we cash the ace of hearts, I think we just take the percentage play. This isn't some sort of hand where we can strip the minor suits and then play a heart to the jack as a safety play. Even if it loses, West gives us a rough sluff or leads a club into our tennis.
Hearts
because
are 4-0.
we don't have a club tennis and we're not going to be out of spades and dummy. So there is no real rough sluff.
Yeah, if hearts are 4-0 and someone has 4 spades, and the person with 4 hearts also has 4 spades, and they're 4-4-3-2 or something.
I think Kurt has figured it out. It's just the 4-0 heart split that
I will be able to throw them in at the end.
That we can pick up.
Hearts are 3-1. Okay, I'm going to rough a spade now.
Okay.
And I'm going to cash the ace of hearts.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. So now my goal is to throw West in at the end. I'm going to need to use both of these diamond entries to rough spades.
Yep.
All right. So, let me just think. They're 4-4. And they chose to lead a spade here. I mean, I think it's unlikely they have a singleton, but just thinking, because the order in which I cache these matters. I want to
I'm trying to decide if that's true.
yeah, I am as well.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're making the contract. The only question is if you're going down, could it be important to cash it in a certain order?
Let me think.
I don't
They
think so.
right they have 3 hearts and some minor suit card in their hand right
Yep.
now.
So, like, if they had roughed the king of clubs and returned a diamond there,
Like
doesn't
I
Kurt
play-
go down an extra as opposed to if he had cashed the club?
they have a diamond
the
in their
queen
hand
and then
and I play
played
a
the king of
club,
clubs.
I'm down because they can just pitch
Yeah,
their
but
diamond.
I'm talking like I
Their
think we go
partner
down
can
two.
win the club, and I
Yeah.
still have a
Yeah,
loser.
but of course,
If
he can't
they
make
have a
it.
club in their hand and I play a diamond, then I'm down because they can rough and then play, and then I have a club loser. They can. So I need to play. I need to play a diamond. Hope they have a diamond.
All right, well done.
Now they're going to be throwing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, so the key play on the hand is to rough the spade at trick 2, and this is a pretty common thing when you have your only concern is like a bad trump split. I think I brought this up on the previous board as well. That this is a
yeah,
common
no,
thing.
that definitely like free cruising
Yeah.
into it for sure. Is
Yeah.
that, I have limited
Yeah.
entries, so if there is something bad happening, I need to rough the spade now while I have this entry. Cool. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I like the deal because with Hearts 4-0, it becomes a like, can you figure out the layout you need to make the contract? If everyone follows to the first heart, you have no idea what to do. Like, do you take the heart finesse? Do you cash the king and play for 2-2? But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a cool hand.
Okay. 5 hearts. All right. Well, let's see.
Oh, this hand.
Double, redouble, 4 hearts. This hand. This sounds like you have a experience with a.
I mean, this is again another common technique that is useful, I would say. So
Okay.
this is a good hand.
What is instantly on the auction? I'm assuming that spades are likely 4-6. I mean, maybe 3-7, likely 4-6. West having 4 and East having 6. Just West has 5 spades. I mean, West doesn't have a monster hand with spades. So if West has 5 spades, they would just overcall a spade. They wouldn't double with a 5-card major here. So, I mean, most likely, I'm imagining that, you know, if you double with a 5-card major, you're just going to miss like tons of 5-3 fits.
Sure.
So, anyway, so I'm just assuming West has the points, East has 6 spades. Okay, now with that said, what are we doing here? Our diamonds are blocked. If everything is breaking nice, And by everything breaking nice, I mean if the trump suit is breaking nice, I can like, play ace of spades, ace queen of hearts, cash the ace king of diamonds, cross to the king of hearts, and be very happy.
Yeah, so this hand's going to have multiple layers that Kurt's going to need to work through. He first needs to figure out that he can never make this if hearts are 4-1. And then he's going to have to...
I mean, frankly, if I were at the table, I actually would assume that hearts are breaking. Because I'm thinking East has at least 6 spades here. West is the one who's made a takeout double. West can't have heart length. I mean, but is East really going to be 6-4 in the majors? I mean, it's certainly possible, but like that's the only way that I'm getting a bad break here.
Sure, yeah, that's very reasonable to think in terms of the auction. Yeah, I agree. But his next issue is going to be he's going to have to realize that his line of play is very much in jeopardy if diamonds are 4-1. Yeah,
even
BZL
still,
has hit upon the key
don't want
idea.
a diamond to be roughed by East and for East to pump a club through. Okay, actually, with that said, now that I've had that thought that I don't want my second diamond to be roughed by East and East to pump a club through, I could duck this spade and throw a diamond on the ace of spades. I'm just trying to get East off lead. Then let me just think how that would work. I mean, if I duck a spade and then
Kurt's really smart.
let's say they continue spades, and I play ace of spades and I throw
puzzles,
a high diamond.
So,
and I play the ace queen of hearts and the ace of diamonds, and now I cross to the king of hearts and run my diamonds. I'm good. Okay. I actually think I might need to do this because let's say East has a singleton diamond. So actually, it sounds like that's very possible. East has at least 6 spades, and West made a takeout double of hearts, so East is going to have the longer hearts. I would assume 3 here, but East could definitely have a singleton diamond as in the cards. I think this gives me an extra chance.
All right, let's try it out.
Okay. Now, does it matter the order in which I do things here? I mean, I can't recover from diamonds breaking 5-0, but I mean, I don't think it matters if I cash 2 rounds of hearts first or if I cash these.
Technically not true. West could have 3 hearts along with 5 diamonds, but West also might have given partner a diamond rough a trick too.
Hearts are breaking, which we kind of would assume. All right. Okay.
Cool. Made an over trick again.
Yep. Man. Nice. Okay, I don't think I need to practice playing diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a cool hand. That took me a bit to realize, but yeah, as I thought through it, that it's just very counterintuitive to throw your high diamonds on the spade there. Also, even just
ducking the opening lead. Yeah, actually, so there's a couple of things that I think do come up, not necessarily like every hand or like every time you play, but will come up often enough, which is ducking the opening lead with a singleton opposite your ace when you want to keep someone off lead. So it's not like an uncommon theme there. Like they led the king of spades, that's the high card in the suit. So there's no pressure in like your right hand opponent overtaking and shifting to clubs. So you can duck. And then obviously these block suits can cause problems. So when you're short on entries to the suit that's blocked, then it's often helpful to try and find ways to discard the blocking cards. Like, even if it loses a trick somehow, like, it's very possible that you might have had, like, Jack 10, 9, 6 of diamonds over there, opposite Ace, King, Doubleton, and it still could have been right to discard a diamond to unblock the suit. Not on this hand, but on a different one. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah, this level feels good. It's like it's hard. I need to think
Yeah.
through them. Yeah. Do you think we should go to a
No,
different
no.
level or stick to
No, no,
here?
keep going.
Okay.
If you're having fun.
Yeah, these. I no, I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm feeling like I do have to work a bit
Yeah.
for it.
You've been
So,
doing great.
okay, we're in 3 no Trump. No one's done anything. Okay. Well, we have 8 tricks off the top: 3 spades, 3 hearts, and 2 clubs.
More like don't torture me with the
Well-
world class problems yet. We'll see. I might end up doing a series for YouTube about some of the Bridgemaster stuff, but I'll have to see how this video does. If people really enjoy it, then I might put some more stuff together like this. Probably on my own. I can't get Kurt here every day. He has stuff
Certainly,
to
I
do.
will say, at match points, there is only one way I think to play this hand, because if you're getting 3 hearts, you kind of, you have 10 tricks off the top. So if you do anything else, like fiddle around with, I don't know, like diamonds or anything, you're risking taking less. Well, let's just play the opening lead. Now, I think if obviously against the robots here, it doesn't matter. But if I was at the table with this suit, I forget what. Somehow I think for some reason it's better to play the king than the ace, but I actually don't know why that's more deceptive. I don't know. I'm just gonna play the ace. But
Yeah, it's I don't know. This is a complicated topic. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically it's like, is West more likely to have led from like King Jack 10 or Ace Jack 10? Would be one consideration, right? It seems much more likely that West has led from Ace Jack 10 because that would be a pretty normal lead. But King Jack 10, sometimes you don't want to lead it. You think it's blowing into Ace Queen. Also, like, could East be ducking from King third? No, definitely not. They would always play the King because their partner might have Ace Jack 10. So, but could East be ducking from Ace third? Maybe. Maybe if they think like Declare has King Queen, it would, not give up a trick. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay. So if I start on diamonds right now, then I don't really have the timing here. I'm gonna have to lose 3 diamonds. They've already knocked out my ace of spades. If I just play on hearts, assuming that hearts aren't worse than 4-2, I'm just making this. So, well, I guess someone could win a heart and diamonds could be 4 or 1. I could lose 4 diamonds and a heart. Unlikely that they would do anything but continue spades, but yeah, I guess I could lose a heart and 4 diamonds. What are my other chances?
I will say I actually have enjoyed some of these level 4 deals because there's multiple alternative lines of play. Koopa is on to the idea here, is that
I'm trying to think
you
what
need
else
to
I can
keep
even
communication.
consider doing. Getting a club trick.
Yeah, so
if clubs are
this
3-3.
hand not particularly complicated.
Actually, that.
But Kurt is kind of talking through the ideas that like.
Let me think. If clubs are 3-3, and if I give up a club trick at some point.
Anyway, I'll let the boy cook.
Obviously, if
before.
diamonds are 4-1, and there is some risk to that. But if they just continue a spade. Now, if either clubs or hearts are 3-3, I have my contract. Either clubs or hearts are 3-3, I have my contract. If I play just hearts right now, then if hearts are 3-3 or 4-2, I also have my contract. That is more likely. Oh, but I haven't even considered the possibility that my king, queen of spades might be stranded. Yeah, that's completely slipped my mind in all of this. Is that I do need to, yeah. Obviously, huh. Okay, new plan. New plan. What if I give up a heart right now? Then, I will say this is kind of, I absolutely could not be played this way at match points because you're just losing so much to the field. If hearts are 3-3, you're almost certainly going to get a bad board. But okay, so if I lose a heart at this point, then
Yeah, again, these hands are just like
unless
very difficult.
hearts are 5-1,
at match points,
or unless
so much easier in puzzles.
they're going to take a heart and 4 diamonds now, then I'm fine. Very likely that playing a heart right now is just a low heart is going to be fine. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can do that's a little bit better. I don't know. That seems pretty reasonable. I'm just going to try it. And you guys, if I was adopting this approach, then I could have even cast the spade first. I don't know why, though.
Yeah, no reason to.
Really benefit me. Yeah.
All right, hearts have split. So
Okay.
you got your
All right.
tricks. Yeah, it's
Yeah. Shoulda that actually that one was not, I think, that hard. I don't know why I didn't even recognize the fact that I can't strand my king queen of spades right away.
Yeah, it was just all about timing, and then there's a little bit of percentage calculation. Like as you said, in theory, you could play for 3-3 clubs or 3-3 hearts.
Yeah.
But I don't actually think can, though. I'm not seeing how you keep all of your chances intact. Like if you duck a club, they switch to hearts, and then you have to win the ace, but that cuts off the access to your fourth club.
Yeah, totally. I can't even try stuff in the right order. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was good. That actually one that didn't seem as hard as some of the others. I was a little slow on the pickup there. But
yeah, also probably a hand that you easily could have seen at the table.
Yeah. No, I think I would have got that. Okay, what's going on here? 6 clubs. Any bidding? No bidding. We did lots of bidding. Okay. Well, let's see. We have a heart loser. We have. Well, let's just see what's happening in Trump. Let's play low. So there's a Trump loser. Trump loser. Well, obviously, I have kind of a choice of finesses here. I'm trying to think if there's what my options are. I mean, I guess I could. No, I can't.
This is a cute little hand, I will say. I
was gonna say.
I think this teaches you how to kind of think outside the box about declare play. That it's not always about taking finesses.
I mean, I'll just try to think out my thought process out loud. I have a couple things going on here. I'm going to lose a Trump to West at some point.
Yep.
I have the chance of if I cash my ace of spades at some point and was able, if I somehow knew how many diamonds West had, I could cash my ace of spades, pool all of West diamonds, and then throw West in with a club, and they have to either lead into my hearts or maybe lead away from a king of spades.
Okay, that was super fast. I was not expecting Kurt to figure this one out so quickly. But yeah, he has the exact
kind of allows
idea.
me to take both finesses in a way, because if they lead a spade, And if I've already cashed my ace of spades, I can afford to just put in the queen. And then when Wes turns up with the king of spades, I can ruff. I'm going to have clubs still on the board to take that last heart finesse. So I like that idea. It allows me to take both of these finesses, but the issue is I kind of need to know. Actually, I don't need to know how many diamonds Wes has, because if they ruff in, I mean, as long as I pull their other trump and they ruff in, yeah, okay, fine. I think I see this. I'm gonna pull their. I don't think it can hurt to just play the king of clubs. Now they're down to just one trump. I'm gonna play the ace of spades, and then I'm just gonna run diamonds.
Yep.
And if they ruff, then they're gonna have that same end play that just kind of went through. If they don't ruff ever, I'm gonna throw them in with a
Yep.
trump.
You got it. Yeah, so this is kind of okay. First off, that was like super fast that you figured this out, but yeah, this kind of goes to show that like there are things at work here that are very mysterious in bridge. Because normally you look at this, you have a spade finesse to take and a heart finesse to take, and you think, oh, I should take my finesse in one of these suits. But here you can kind of do better by also just like not taking the spade finesse. And I think that the main point here is that like a lot of people might be drawn to the idea of trying to ruff the spades in their own hand and then throw West in with a trump. You just don't have the entries. This would be completely different if North had the jack of diamonds. Then
for sure, then you'd be
you would have like effectively 100% line of play by roughing both spades. But yeah, that is a cool little hand.
I like that. I also, I mean, I'm biased, you know. I like the ones that just make But
oh my.
Okay, we got some bidding now. 2 spades, 3 no trump. I understand, actually. Kind of like that bid. I don't know if I would bid it, but yeah, I actually, the more I think about it, I really like the 3 no trump bid. It's just very practical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway. So I have I have 6 diamonds. I got 2
We
hearts.
have our first squeeze.
I almost certainly have 2 spades and the ace of clubs. So I need another trick.
I'm not sure Kurt's familiarity with squeezes. I've showed him a couple of hands, so I think he has a sense of what goes on, but and I think he probably has a general idea that like sometimes tricks just appear out of thin air in some of these scenarios, but I'm not sure if he understands kind of the techniques for squeezes.
Any ideas?
You want me to give you some ideas?
No. More just an inner monologue to myself. Let me think. So, I think this has to be some type of squeeze. Like, East is going to have to guard the spade. And okay, I guess off the top of my head, I think I should duck this trick. Just because if I win the ace of clubs, I can never give up a trick because the clubs are open. If I duck this trick, and let's say they continue a club, and I win, and let's say West started with 3 clubs or 4 clubs or whatever, East is short, and East has long spades, which we already know. If I take my spade finesse at some point, I run all my winners, and I try to come down to, at the end, I'm gonna have a spade and dummy, and I'm going to have, so when I play my last diamond, I'm going to have a spade and dummy, king doubleton of hearts, and 1 club. Wes is going to need to keep a club. Otherwise, my club will be good. So Wes keeps their club. I can throw a club, and then East has to keep their spade. And so no one can have 3 hearts at the end. So I think I see this one, and I think I'm going to make the contract with a baby heart on the last trip.
All right, now
So, wow. Okay.
there are a couple of pitfalls to avoid.
Doesn't change
Yeah, he did
anything.
solve a double squeeze, but the heart switch
Okay.
is going to make things a little challenging for him. He needs to
that change
figure out what to do on this trick. It's very important to win the king of hearts.
That's actually
Squeezes are all about
incredibly annoying play,
planning out your
actually.
entries. I'm gonna let him keep talking though.
Because now no, it's fine. Okay. I'm going to need the ace of hearts in my hand for like the late entry. So if I this is probably like, you probably just like see all this stuff instantly because it's very like second nature to you. I kind of do have to like work out.
No, this is
like,
really good.
all these end positions.
I really like the way that you talked through kind of getting down to the end position, because that's definitely how you should think about a lot of these squeezes, is like, here are the cards that are going to be left in my hands. What do the opponents have?
Yeah.
And like, you know, what are they going to have to discard on these tricks? But yeah, I was just talking to the chat that like, ducking the king of clubs is the first step. And it's called rectifying the count. You know, if you become more familiar with squeezes, you can learn like what types of squeezes operate with different types of quote unquote counts, meaning loser counts. So here, what you're looking for is called a double squeeze.
Yeah, totally. Where no one is going to end up like
Right. And so double squeezes operate with 1 loser count. So that's why ducking the king of clubs was important, to rectify the count and get down to 1 loser. But yes, the heart switch is most testing for you. You have to do the right thing on this trick.
Yeah, I mean, okay, first instinct is I should win the king of hearts, because I'm just thinking that I'm going to have to take the spade finesse, and let's say spade finesse, I play spade of queen, cash the ace of spades. I have the entry to the north hand with the ace of clubs, but if I took the ace of hearts, I have no entry back to my hand at the end. So but now I'm just like kind of walking through like what is actually happening in the end position, because just to see. So if I play king of hearts, and then if let's say I take the spade finesse and I cash the ace of spades. Of course, if West shows up with the king of spades and opened, you know, Jack 10 6, it'll be extremely sad. But you know, that's okay. But we're assuming that that's not happening. So king of hearts, spade of the queen, ace of spades. Run all the diamonds, and on the last diamond, dummy has a spade, a heart, and 2 clubs. So yeah, on the last diamond, dummy has a spade, a heart, and 2 clubs. And Wes is going to have to keep 2 clubs, because otherwise I can play club to the ace, and my last club is good. So Wes will come down to play the last. Yeah, fine. I play the last diamond. Wes has to hold on to 2 clubs, so they can only have 1 heart after that last diamond is played. So, and East is going to have to hold on to a spade. So, fine. So East can have 2 hearts, but then when I play a club to the ace of clubs at the end, then East is squeezed.
Yep.
Okay. I think I've now worked this out. Now I just need to make sure I count somewhat.
Yeah, so you have a full count on the club suit since clubs were 5-0.
Yep.
You should have a count on the spade suit due to the preempt.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so East has 4 spades right now. West has 4 clubs. Okay. So now he's down to 3 clubs and 3 spades, 2 clubs,
Hey, Filthy.
2 spades.
Yeah, I'll let him know that he should have kept the 2 of hearts for
Has
style.
to throw that because he has to keep his 2 clubs. Now I can throw this. Throws a spade. Now he's down to 1 spade. And now my spade is not good. He threw his heart. He had to keep a spade. And we win the lowly heart.
Yeah,
Cool.
could,
Okay, yeah.
Chatter points out it could have been the 2 of hearts that you'd kept for trick 13, but
Yeah, foolish
Yeah.
me. But okay, that was nice. That felt like something that you could see almost instantly if you were like used to kind of like visualizing those end positions a little more. Definitely like the fact that I feel like I had to work through it makes it like slower. But
that's a good way to get into squeezes. And I mean, I really like the way you talk through kind of like, here's the end position I'm going to get to. Like, these are the cards. Like that's basically how you try and solve a lot of these problems, and that's a useful skill. So that was good.
Yeah, that one felt good. That one definitely, yeah, nice kind of mental workout there. Okay, what happened here? They didn't bid. We did. Okay.
Surprised by how many solid suits there are in all of these hands.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely they give you like either 2, 3, 4, 5, or
Yeah,
whatever.
it kind of trains you a little bit sometimes to look for the wrong thing, right? Like if they deal you 9, 4, 3, 2, you're just like, oh my god, that 9 must be really important. But,
yeah, I can see that for sure. Okay, well, let's see. What in the world is going on here? They are...
For what it's worth, chat, I do not like this hand, even though I think this is honestly like a useful skill.
Instantly, I can see that if we're not getting... If diamonds are not breaking 6-1, then I'm going to be able to rough my 2 diamonds. Like, unless I'm getting something horrible happening somewhere. Like... I have to say, the fact that this is like a level 4 something, I'm like thinking about what to do, but like my first instinct is just, I should try to rough 2 diamonds because I can make 13 tricks here. So
oh my god, Filthy.
I should try to
Dude,
take all the tricks.
No, hold on.
Especially because I basically don't
I
play
don't know if
anything
it was
other than match points
Bermutable.
occasionally, and even then I
No,
don't
it was-
really play
it
that
was,
much bridge. But like if I like win the ace or queen of
I'm
spades
sorry.
or whatever,
I will...
ace king of diamonds, rough a diamond, cross to a club, rough a diamond,
It was from the juniors. There was a 2 clubbed
depending on what they're throwing,
2 clubs
cross to a
doubled, I
club,
think,
or play
from
ace
the
of hearts, heart
juniors.
rough high, and
Check that
full
hand
trump.
out. The junior
Like the
player got it
13
right
trips.
at the table. I've also actually had a hand like this in some of the robot tournaments
Well, I guess
I've played.
something that, I mean, maybe
But
spades
yes,
are
it's
like
very rare, and I
or
honestly
something,
think this is a
maybe
terrible
like
hand.
Diamonds are 6-1.
Let me see. I might be able to find the thing. I think I covered it, and I will reference if I can figure it out.
Okay, if diamonds are 6-1, then I would be in trouble because if someone could rough my king of diamonds and also had a spade to play back, I would be in trouble. So that's like diamonds 6-1 and spades 3-1.
Kurt is figuring
I mean,
it out.
I guess if I'm like thinking about what could go wrong, I have this, I could cash the ace of diamonds and then lead a diamond towards my king. At least that way, if they're 6-1 and East has a singleton, I mean, West doesn't have a singleton here. There's no way West has a singleton diamond and chose to lead a trump. If East has a singleton diamond, then leading up to the king protects me against that. So, okay, I mean, I guess I could try winning a spade, cashing 1 diamond, like cross to the ace of hearts and play a diamond to the king. I mean, like, what is the risk of that line? I mean, I literally give 0 chance that West has a singleton diamond. It would be absolutely insane to have a singleton diamond with whatever their hand is and to lead a trump here, I think. So if hearts are, I mean, okay, I don't know. I'm just going to play for that.
Yeah, go for it. Try it out. See how it goes.
Uh-oh. When you say see how it goes, I'm like, oh, what's going to go wrong?
Has that been my... Well, Kurt talked through his plan, and yeah. He's upset. I know.
Why would you not lead a diamond there? That's insane.
I kind of tend to agree with you, but yeah, that it is a little silly. I mean, do you know the answer?
Do I know the answer
to the problem? If you don't, I thought you knew the answer and you were just like, oh, this layout's silly.
Well, I mean, I guess I have like this heart possibility as well, but.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I honestly was talking to the chat and I wasn't fully listening to what you were saying. I apologize, but.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, so I guess you haven't solved the problem. Now, I will say. So the one of our chatters is from the New Zealand national team, a very strong player, and he was like, I've never seen this come up in real life, this issue. So I will say, like, I think this hand's dumb and stupid, and probably is never actually going to help you, but it's still kind of like a fun puzzle, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, let me think. So once spades are breaking,
I guess maybe it's technically best to like win the king of spades, lead a diamond towards the ace.
I don't know. I just think that's the most human lead here.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
100%.
On this bidding, there's no reason why East can't have like.
No, like 100%. I totally agree with you. If you get this hand at the table and you took the line of play you did, I would be like, well done, partner. Congratulations on 1430 or 1460 or whatever the over trick. But yeah, for the puzzle element, obviously, like there's an alternative, and.
All right. We're gonna find their alternative here. So.
Okay, I'm still looking for that 2-club double hand.
I mean, like obviously, I noticed the Jack 10, 9, 8, whatever of hearts over there, which I shouldn't like use the meta thought about the puzzle against them. Like they often don't plant red herrings, is what I've noticed from the puzzles that we've done here. So. I'm assuming that is relevant, but...
Right, yeah, 6 spades, not 7 spades is kind of the key to noticing the idea in the puzzle, that you can afford to lose a diamond trick.
I mean, I'm just thinking, it can't be better to play, like, ace of hearts and... I mean, if I play ace of hearts, jack of hearts, rough...
Oh my god, here it is. I found it. Filthy, are you ready for this?
I don't see how that could be just percentage-wise better than the line that I took. Like, the line that I took, what did I need to go wrong? I needed, like, 6-1 diamonds. I mean, I don't know what the percentages are, but the line I took was extremely high percentage. So, like, I almost need, like, 100% line if I'm going to go for something else. Like, so I don't exactly see what I can do in hearts that is going to be better than what I did. If I play, let's say I play hearts of the ace and jack of hearts, and like if I throw a diamond and Wes wins, um, let's just say they come back with club or trump.
Okay, I'm sorry. I found a link to where this hand actually happened in real life, or at least this kind of puzzle.
Hmm.
um, yeah, I don't know if you want me to say anything.
I mean, uh, huh. Like, I want to get it, but at the same time, I don't really have a great idea. Like, I don't see a way of playing the hearts that is going to be better than whatever percent the line I took was.
I agree with you.
Um, trying to think if I could. Trying to think what my other options are. Like, if I. Oh my God. I have a really stupid idea.
I think you got it.
I have a really, really dumb idea. Okay, my dumb idea was if I like play ace of diamonds and then like I duck a diamond. I mean, because well, now I'm just thinking, is there anything that can go wrong if I do that? Oh my God, I like just that thought did not enter my mind at all. I was like, but actually, I don't think they can do anything.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, and kind of as mentioned, maybe this concept is never ever going to come up. I think technically there's something slightly better. You could win the king of spades and lead a diamond towards the ace just in case West has 7 diamonds. But, you know, again, it's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, the risk is they ruff your king of diamonds and then pull another trump. You can only ruff 1 more diamond. So because you're in 6, you don't need to make all 13 tricks. You only need 12 of them.
Yeah, no, that totally made sense. It's in my head. I was like, the probability that Wes has a singleton diamond is 0. The probability that Ace has a singleton diamond is something. I don't know what, but like, okay, got it. That's, yeah, I understand why. Yeah, that seems silly, but it's just like I could not like. It's a mental block there with like leading a low diamond. It's just like what in the world?
I mean, again,
okay.
I kind of. So, okay, this puzzle is dumb, and you're never going to need this concept, but I think it just kind of teaches you to think outside the box about some of these bridge hands where, like, things that look weird can be correct, and all of the things that you were taught about bridge could be wrong, which is cool.
You know, like, I even wonder, though, if even at imps, if, like, because you are giving up. I mean, you're very, very likely to be, if you took the line of play of going over and leading a diamond up to the king, it's just, it's almost, I think, like, if you play this way where you give up a diamond, you are giving up an imp. With near certainty, and the chance that you are going to benefit from it is some absurdly small number. I'm just even think like expected value. Like there is a point at which giving up and a clear over trick is actually not worth it, even at imps, right? I mean, like like just how can this even be right at imps to play this way? Because you give yourself a 1% extra chance to make the contract, and as a result, there's like a 99% chance that you are not going to make that over trick. That like the math
Oh,
doesn't
absolutely.
work out.
I completely agree. Um, so, yeah. But I mean, nonetheless, like a cool idea. The hand I pulled up, it was actually necessary to make that play, and it was also like known the distribution. Like it was the only way to make the contract from there. So it's a little bit different, but
Yeah, no, that's definitely a cool
yeah,
idea. I like, yeah, I'm glad I saw that and was just
yep.
introduced to that. Okay, what do we have here? They overcalled a spade over there. Uh-oh, it's probably going spade rough.
Oh, one
And
of the viewers says that you can. The important thing is that you get bragging rights if you do make it, and it was necessary. So you got to play for the stories. That's true.
true. All right, well, the first few tricks here, there's really not much to see. So I assume this is going to go king ace. They lead king from ace
Yep.
king, I guess, and then spade rough, presumably.
Hello, Denmark Ert.
Probably would play the 10 and then the queen or something, or I don't know. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it
much
probably
matter.
doesn't matter.
It's going to happen either way because East is going to high low or encourage in whatever way they encourage. So, okay, fine. Now we need to make the rest of the tricks here. Huh. Well, obviously, if we're getting 3-3 diamonds, then great. I'm just thinking, what are our chances if we don't get 3-3 diamonds? We have a potential squeeze. Someone has 4 diamonds and the king of clubs. Then, yeah, I just need to like cash the ace of clubs at some point to make that work, I think. So I'm going to play the ace. I'm going to pull trump. My plan is I'm going to end in my hand and maybe need to be a little, I mean, I don't really need to be that careful. I just need to cash the ace of clubs at some point. Otherwise, I think this doesn't work.
Sure.
So if I don't, I'm just thinking about it. Well, I mean, I think I see this one, but if I didn't cash the ace of clubs and I pulled all the hearts, yeah, like I throw a club and
yeah, Eric makes a good point.
Someone
that
could come
going
down
in a cold
to
slam is
a
a little
stiff-
bit sad.
Wait, actually, it still works. If I ran all the clubs and then I played I ran all the hearts and then I played a club to the ace. The squeeze still works either way.
Yep, this is just a
I mean, if someone
simple
has the
squeeze.
king of clubs
Kurt
and
is
the
right.
diamond link, they're still going to be squeezed. Okay, I actually don't. I don't think it matters. I mean, I will cash this, but I don't think it really matters either way.
Yeah, you're correct. This is, I mean, I guess theoretically just a simple squeeze. I think.
Okay, well, that line of play did not work.
Oh, of course. Okay, I mean, yeah. I wasn't really like fully thinking through the hand. You do have alternatives. I think your line of play was fine, but I guess I do agree with them that there is a better line of play.
Okay, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna think now. I think I can visualize, decently enough to. So let's
This
see.
might not be a very. I guess I'll tell Kurt. I will say I think this might not be a very fulfilling hand when you come up with the answer.
Is this one of those? There's like this one extra sliver that I could have got somewhere.
But I think the solution is like what you did was fine. I almost want to just tell you the answer, but I don't know if you want to think about it for a minute.
Well, I'm just trying to think what else I could have done here. I mean, I'm just gonna like I have to pull
Sure.
Trump.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna play a couple things and just like what else can I do here? So at the end.
Yeah, I guess being
I mean,
familiar
so
with
last time
like
I cashed the ace of
techniques to take extra
clubs.
tricks would be useful.
I think I cashed the ace of clubs after
Because
pulling
you
Trump.
basically know
Yeah,
that this
still
hand
one more
has to be a
Trump
squeeze in that
Or no,
case.
there's no more Trump
The
because he roughed.
what they want you to
But-
do is
so
play the
I
overcaller
cashed
for
the
the
ace
club
of
king
clubs, and then
and use the 10 of clubs as the threat
I
card against
ran
East, who is more likely to have
Trump
long
and
diamonds.
threw the club. And when I didn't see the king of clubs, I just played my diamonds. So
Yeah, I don't have like a good sense of whether or not that makes sense. Because I think a lot of players would clearly overcall spade on ace king fifth. The two club doubled hand is wild. Dude, my commentary on that hand, I remember
choice.
that
if
one.
I played
That is, it's actually insane.
if I played the diamonds now.
You didn't understand it. I didn't understand
And
it. None of the
then
players at the
I
table
played,
understood
like,
it. It's
king eight of
okay.
hearts.
Bridge is a hard game.
Then I actually don't think that's as good because then I'm only squeezing west, right? Can't squeeze east. If I took that line of play, and east had the king of clubs and the diamond length. Yeah, that line is actually just categorically worse.
I'm gonna say something because I think you're just gonna be stuck for a while. If
Okay, no worries.
let's assume West has the king of clubs for their overcall. I
didn't even.
like.
Okay.
I'm not convinced that you should do that.
Okay. Okay, fine. No, as soon as you said that, I now see. If we assume that they have the king of clubs, then I can play the queen of clubs. Yeah, I should have saw the 10 of clubs and realized that there was like that they wanted me to do
as
this.
opposed to queen 3
Now-
doubleton. Yeah, queen 10 doubleton.
Yeah. Now, the squeeze is on the jack of clubs and the diamond length. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like your
Yeah.
line of play. I think it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with playing East for the club king.
No, but thank you for saying
Yeah.
that. Like, yeah, like as soon as you like just mentioned that,
Yeah,
it, like, yeah, that became clear. I mean, with that said, I think most people, if they had ace king fifth of the suit, would just overcall
Yep.
it.
agreed.
But
So,
oops, that was a big deal.
but yeah, I mean, once your line of play didn't work, I was just like, oh, I know what they want. But
Yep.
it's not as if it's like
Totally.
higher percentage or anything. It's really a 50-50. You're guessing who has the king of clubs. And I think it's even lower percentage, right? Because,
Yeah, because you can't check the 3/3
yeah,
diamonds
exactly.
beforehand.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, if diamonds were 3/3 with the king of clubs offside, you'd feel very silly going down.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see. 4 spades. Where are we at? We have a couple diamond losers. We have a heart loser. And let's just play this trick and see if
there
something
was some
weird is happening.
bidding.
Any bidding? Oh, 4 hearts. Okay, so there could be a heart ruff. Let's see what's happening here.
Yep.
Okay, so hearts are 8-1. All right. Well, suppose that had to happen. Otherwise, this was not going to be a very interesting
No.
hand. So let's just win this, and now let's take stock. So, Well, okay. Something that would come to mind at the table would be if I can throw East in. If East has like honor doubleton of diamonds, then I can see that there's a chance that, let's say I pull trump and I eliminate all the clubs somehow and I just play ace of diamonds and a diamond, and East is forced to win with their honor doubleton, then I'm good. So that, starting from there, that's so I mean, you know, my first intuition is cash the king of spades. Actually, I have to be careful about entries.
Again, there are going to be multiple layers
because
to this one.
I need to cash the king of clubs before going over the ace of spades and roughing the club. So, I mean, my intuition, my first instinct, king of spades, king of clubs, cross to the ace of spades, rough a club, ace of diamonds, diamond.
Yeah, so this line of play is not going to work out the way he wants. But I think he has a good point that he's thinking East probably has a diamond honor.
Okay, so I mean, we found a layout where we can make it, but what
the reasoning for that is going to be that West would have been very likely to switch to a diamond if they had king, queen, jack of diamonds.
If East had like queen doubleton of diamonds and West is going to go up after ace of diamonds, diamond, if West goes up with their king.
Yeah, the infamous crocodile coup to prevent their partner from getting end played. So I think...
So I mean, I guess like legitimately, if there's no missed defense, then that line I had is not really even that good, because East could even throw, if they had king doubleton of diamonds, they could even throw the king under my ace. Not that I would expect anyone to do that, but that would defend against this.
Yeah, the crocodile coup is when you chomp like a crocodile,
I guess, like,
to
legitimately,
squash your
if
partner's
East has,
winner in
like,
the suit.
You know, king jack, king queen, like king jack of diamonds, something like that, then this is a legitimate line.
Yeah, so Kurt's now on the idea if East has two diamonds, then they're going to need to have honor doubleton.
Is there anything else I can do?
But his first attempt should be to try and get a count on the hand. So he should cash the king of spades, well, pull trumps.
Is there anything else? What if East has a singleton honor in diamond?
Yeah, singleton honor is going to be the key, where then he could exit a low diamond from hand.
Because then maybe I should just eliminate the clubs. I mean, pull trump, eliminate the clubs, and just play a low diamond.
He is onto the idea. But still important to get a count on East's hand. Because we know about the 8 hearts, we're going to get a count on the spades.
Like, if West wins, they're going to be end played.
As we eliminate all the suits.
And if West lets East win, then East is end played. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to just start by pulling trump.
Yep.
So trump is gone because West is already roughed. I'm going to play the king of clubs and just to see what's happening in clubs. And I'm just going to rough this club.
Yep.
Okay, so
now he gets to count out the hand.
He started with 3 clubs. He started with 1 spade, 8 hearts, and 3 clubs, at least. Wasn't really paying too much attention to the... West discarded a club at some point. So, I mean, East could... I mean, East has a singleton diamond.
Yep. And I think there's a really strong case that it's a singleton honor.
East has 1 spade, 8 hearts, 3 clubs, and a diamond, most likely. I mean, unless they have 4 clubs and no diamonds, in which case...
Well, in which case you can't do anything.
Nothing matters.
Yep. He has worked it out.
Okay. So I should let them win their diamond. Where am I? I'm here. I should play it. Yeah, they have a single... I have to play for them to have a singleton diamond.
No, exactly for this reason, that he gets a rough stuff.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Because of... Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you worked this out. So what would you have done differently if East had discarded on the 3rd club?
Um, well, then I know that they have two clubs, and so they have two diamonds. So I think I have to play ace of diamonds and a
Yeah,
diamond.
and you would need East to have honor, honor, doubleton. Yep.
Yeah, that's like the only legitimate way I could make it is if they had king, queen, king, jack, or queen,
Yeah.
jack.
Yeah, so that was really well done. You get to count out the hand and then decide what to do in the diamond suit once you have a count on East's
Yeah.
diamonds. Yep.
Yeah. That was nice. I'm fairly certain at the table I would have played that exactly the same. I mean, you kind of don't really have a choice, so like it's sort of nice that they kind of box you into finding the right
Yeah, and
thing to do, I
again,
guess.
you know, there was this concept that 10 of diamonds is up there in dummy. Yeah, so
Yeah,
which is a little silly sometimes, but
for sure. This is fun. I'm into this. That's a really interesting hand. Two no trump. Okay. Lots of Jack 10-9, King Jack 10. Uh-huh. Hmm.
this is a cute hand. I it's
Okay.
hard to actually put a finger on how important this skill is at the table. But I would say that this is probably a very worthwhile hand to learn from. So anyway, I'll let you think.
Okay. I mean, it's just weird because there aren't that many things that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, we're completely weird. We have all the high cards. We just have to find the queen of clubs,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah, so the skill here is basically going to be whenever the opponent's discard a
like, I don't
red
really
suit-
see what to do other than start running some winners and just, maybe I'm going to be able to like piece together who has what.
Yeah, I'm sure that Kurt will get this on the first try, and it's not a particularly challenging hand to play. I don't think he's going to do things in the right order, and then get a count on the hand.
Four
But
diamonds was less than 9. I mean, it sounds like if West is leading from a 4-card diamond suit, I think a lot of people leading against no trump with 3 would lead top of nothing, but
Yeah, 7 no trump is a bit of a different animal than leading against 3 now.
not sure.
So, okay, we now
Okay,
have our first
well,
piece
that's
of
interesting.
information.
So spades are 4-1. I mean, like, my instinct on this hand is just figure out who has longer clubs and play that person for the queen of clubs.
Yes, that is absolutely exactly what you're trying to do on the hand.
So spades are 4-1. East has thrown 3 hearts here. I mean, what are they throwing 3 hearts from? I mean, yes.
So, I mean, this hand is kind of
I'm
a
just
silly
running
example of it, but I think in general, like, if you had started by cashing hearts and then diamonds, you would have a lot less information than...
Okay. So East started with 5 hearts, and West started with 2.
Yeah, you would have a lot less
Both thrown a
information
club now.
than if you had started by cashing spades, because now
their
you're getting
length
the
in
opponents
the
to show
majors is
out on the
equal.
heart suit that you're cashing, and you're going to get some more information when you play diamonds now.
Am I missing something? They have like the same known length at this point.
Did I miss something? Maybe I missed something.
He started with 5 hearts and a
Maybe I
singleton
did something
spade.
really silly here.
West started with 4 spades, 2 hearts. They've each have shown up with 3 diamonds. There's no bidding, right? No. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I've missed something. Is this hand a little more complicated than I give it credit for? Because I think Kurt's right that we have no idea who has the 3-card club suit at this point. I mean, if we're just going mathematically, right? West has started with 4.
I don't see what I have to go on. I'm thinking that West led from a 4-card diamond suit, which would bring them down to a diamond and 2 clubs, and East should have 3 clubs here. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, my instinct is to play East for the queen.
Sure. I'm kind of lost actually. So I feel like I must have missed something, but
I mean, okay, so what West is, the spades are 4-1. West has 4 spades. East had 1.
Yep.
West had 2 hearts.
Yep.
East had 5, and they've each followed 3 rounds
Yep.
of diamonds. West led the 4 of
Yeah.
diamonds. I don't know. I mean, my instinct is just to do this, but I don't see how this is a problem. So I think I got something wrong. Yeah, I got something wrong. Okay. All right. Well, let's try that again, I guess. I mean, just trying to.
I'm honestly not sure I see the answer.
Like, if I know what their carding is, and if I can like trust that when East plays a high diamond there, that maybe they're giving like count or something.
I think it's very unlikely
East-
for the opponents to give count against this type of auction. Like, I honestly think there's very little help you're going to get from the opening lead or carding on this one, so you are kind of on your own.
I don't really see what else I could have done. Like, I found out about the majors.
Yep.
I mean, so I know that they both started with 6 cards in the majors.
Ooh.
I mean, would East have played the 9 of diamonds on the first trick from 9-7-6?
Probably.
I don't see what I'm supposed to see. I'm definitely missing this one. I mean, like, I'm just gonna try finessing the other way, but I even if this works, I feel like I've
Yeah,
not solved the puzzle.
I'm also uncertain. That doesn't
Okay, I
make
mean,
sense to me.
That works, and I don't feel satisfied.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, should I?
Yeah, well, so someone in the chat makes a point, which is certainly valid. That doesn't feel like a good puzzle, though. But West led a diamond and not a club. That's the entire comment. So there's kind of this negative inference that you get, because no one's going to lead away from the queen of clubs against 7 no trump.
I understand. You're saying it's kind of a little bit. Okay, that's actually
Yeah.
a good point. It's kind of like restricted
Yeah,
choice in a way.
it's a little bit like that.
They had nothing, then they're kind of just randomly picking a suit, essentially. I mean, and if they had the queen of clubs, then they're definitely not going to play a club. Although it is weird that they didn't be a spade or something. I guess maybe they figure leading away from the 10 could, like, leading the diamond is maybe just the least risk. So,
yeah, I think a diamond is the right lead against 7 no from West Hand.
that's interesting. Right. Yeah. Okay. I like that explanation. You cool if I hit this show solution thing? I just want
it
to.
Let me. Can you move that to the right a little bit?
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
you got
Yep.
it. Is there? Okay. Okay, they lead the 4. It's 1. You should cash a bunch of tricks because it might be possible to get the count. Okay, fine. We got the count. No more.
Yeah. So they're showing you different layouts of the cards where you can be, you know,
Yep.
guess the queen of
Yep.
clubs.
Cool. Depending on certain layouts, if West shows up with tons of playing, then you can finesse the person who's known to have the long clubs. Seems like it's a guess. Restricted choice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. I actually like that, and I think that is kind of instructive. Yeah. I actually think that I can get something out of that. That I should have actually. It's funny. As soon as you know an
Yep.
answer, then it's always something that you
Sure.
should have thought of. Like as soon as you know an answer, it's always
Yeah,
easy.
absolutely.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, it's true. It does come up. I guess I just didn't really expect that to be an inference that they had in one of these problems, but that's kind of cool that they do.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. I like that. Should we continue going, or should we try a few of like the world class?
It's totally up to you. Yeah, if you want to do a couple. I also don't know when you need to run. We've been here for a little while, but
Yeah. No. No worries. I mean, at some point, we'll do
Yeah.
dinner, but still have a
Okay.
little bit of time. But yeah. Also, like, if you totally like, I don't want to.
No. I mean, I do have
Right, or
another thing to
whatever.
play. I'm in 5th place in this tournament on VBO going into today.
Cool. Yeah.
But
Totally. Feel free to like you can totally.
I
cut
will.
This off
I'm
whenever,
also
like,
going to grab dinner in between though. So yeah, we can
Cool.
try. If you wanted to try a couple of the much harder ones, we can look into those. Or if you wanted to keep going with these.
I mean, like objectively, like the level of these feel good. Yeah. I'm just. What do you think? Like.
I remember that we tried one of the level 5 ones, and you were just like, no, let's not do this. So,
Yeah, that's a rational response.
okay, yeah, let's stick with level 4, and
Cool. Okay, let's see. What in the world happened here? West opened 4 spades. West opened 4 spades. We bid 5 clubs, and West is not leading a spade. So, I mean, I guess this queen of clubs has to be singleton. Still seems, if West has like king, queen, whatever of spades, it still seems like kind of natural, but I guess this is single. Well, better not duck.
yep.
So I'm just going to think about the hand though before I play the first trick though. Like, I mean, the thing is, I really don't have a way of setting up diamonds and getting back to the north hand. So, like, obviously, I have 2 clubs and a spade that has to be dealt with. So, what is my plan? What's my plan here?
Chat, I have to admit, I do not see the answer to this one
Like-
immediately.
If I played ace of clubs and I pulled trump, I mean,
Ewan says this looks easy.
what am I doing?
It's true that if we could get left-hand opponent to cash 2 spade to win a spade and play a second spade, then we rectify the count
Okay.
for minor suit squeeze against
I have an
East.
idea.
I think that's got to be the ultimate plan, but it's not obvious to me how to pull that off yet.
I don't know if it's the best idea.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, my idea is, like, obviously, at some point, I can throw West in with ace of spades and a spade.
Sure.
And, I mean, this queen of clubs just has to be singleton, I feel like. It just,
Yep.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense why you would lead a queen doubleton of clubs when presumably they had a reasonable choice of a spade. or something.
Yeah.
So, like, when I throw them in, they won't have a club to lead. After I pull trump, they'll have to play a diamond.
Okay, I can make it if
if-
West is 8-3-1-1, right? We win the ace
Like,
of clubs,
if
we
I
cash
play
the ace of diamonds, stripping West minors,
Ace, king of diamonds, and ruff
and
the
then
diamond
we
at some
pull
point.
trumps and go ace of spades, spade. West wins. They can't play a diamond to cut communication, so they have to play another spade. We pitch
I
a
don't
club
really
from
see it.
both hands.
Okay. I
And
had
then
an
we
idea,
rough
and
the
then
next round of spades. That rectifies the count for the minor
the
suit
idea is
squeeze.
gone.
I think this is going to be a really hard one for Kurt to work out because,
Yeah.
again, this whole idea of rectifying the count, like he's going to need to come up with this realization that a squeeze is the only way to make his contract.
Pull trump.
And then
Ace of spades.
rectifying the count would,
They start
is
playing
a difficult
diamonds.
concept to understand, like ducking tricks and especially doing it at the right time. But on top of all of that, I don't know what to do if West isn't 8-3-1-1.
I mean, like, if I can somehow not lose a diamond to East.
Kurt, I
Then-
figured out the hand, but I have to say, I think we stumbled into a level 5 deal.
Oh no.
But this will be very satisfying if you can figure it out. So, yeah.
Well, my thought process was somehow if I could, like, not, like, lose a diamond to West, then there's a chance that
It does matter.
I could end play West and they would force to give me a diamond and I could run diamonds on the board throwing
Yeah,
clubs.
you and the important thing
But
is that
I just don't quite see how to do
we
it
can't
because,
let West
like, let's
cut
say I win the
communication
ace
and
of clubs,
diamonds before we
and I
rectify
played
count
and I pulled trump
for the squeeze.
and
Yeah.
if I try to lose a diamond now, East is going to win and is going to take 2 clubs. If I Oh wait, actually that might not be the end of the world.
No.
East wins and they take 2 clubs and then I can throw my spade maybe. So actually, okay, wait, time out. The diamonds are 3-3. I just no. Oh wait, no, I've lost the diamond and 2 clubs.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Unfortunate.
Okay. There is reason to panic.
Yeah, no,
So,
I might be wrong. It's possible we
Let's
can
think
make
again
it against
about
other
winning the ace
layouts,
of clubs
but
right away or not.
8-3-1-1 seems
don't
like the only
win the ace
shot
of
to me
clubs.
right now. I'm thinking though, is there an alternative?
Like, let's say I play low, and now East plays the jack of clubs. Now I play the ace, and West roughs.
Don't worry, Koopa, we
First
all
position
do
would
that
help me
all
if
the
West
time.
Plays low.
Everyone just miscounts their tricks
or
constantly.
plays something.
Or at least I do.
I don't know, spade.
Maybe I'm alone in this.
Like-
You and I could be brothers.
I don't.
I'm tempted to.
One second,
Okay,
one
yeah,
second.
go ahead.
I'm just trying to find any layout where I'm just trying to find any layout where I can make it because then at least I'm like, well, I found
Yeah.
one layout. I can like pay
Yeah.
for that. Like, so, like, if West is leading Queen Doubleton and has 2 diamonds and a singleton trump, then I could strip them of everything other than spades and play ace of spades and a spade, and I will still have No, this is stupid. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I don't have actually even a single layout where I think I've found a way to make this right now. So
Wait a second, is Kurt right? If left-hand opponent is 8-1-2-2, can we make this by ducking the club?
Come on, Kurt.
No, we can't. They switch to diamonds,
Ugh.
and then when they get in with a spade, they play a second diamond.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't work either. Okay, I was thinking we could rectify the count by ducking a club.
Oh man,
but we
I usually
can't.
don't like giving up, but I might be ready for that hint button.
Okay, yeah, you want me to... I mean, like, there's a ton on this hand.
Okay. Okay, I found, like, I think
Okay.
a layout, maybe. I mean, if West has all of the high diamonds, like, if I can guarantee losing a diamond to West,
Okay.
then I think I have a chance, because I could, okay, just
Yep.
hypothetically, if West has Queen Jack 10
Third.
of diamonds, yeah, Queen Jack
Okay,
10
yep.
third of diamonds, I win the ace
Yep.
of clubs, full
Yep.
trump, and I play ace of spades and a spade.
Sure.
And West is going. Oh,
I mean, I see where you're going with. Like, you're going to duck a diamond. West is going to win. They can't play another club, and then
that's what
yeah.
I'm going for. I duck a diamond to West, and then I'm going to be able to like set up the diamonds.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. I think you will make the contract if that's the layout. There is, I believe, a more likely layout where you can make it.
Gotcha. Okay, maybe as a just because I thought about this for a little bit, I don't want to like bore the viewers. Could you give me the layout just so I can like try to like picture the layout and see that like sparks anything?
Hold on, because that's a really big hint. I think
Let's not then.
there are a lot of tiny puzzles along the way that you need to solve. And so I kind of want to step you through so that you can solve some of the tiny puzzles on your own. Would you? Okay. So yes, let's ignore this Queen Jack 10 of diamonds Tripleton thing for now.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like I found a layout.
That
is a layout. I got one layout.
Honestly, that's good. That is perfectly fine, good enough. So you have 10 tricks, right? The 6 hearts, ace of spades, ace king of diamonds, ace of clubs. You don't really have any other ways to get high card tricks. You're not really taking roughs in any hand.
Yep, I got to find some way for them to like give me the diamonds is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, kind of. But it's worth noting that squeezes can sometimes operate when you have one loser. And here we have one fewer trick than we need. So if there was a way for us to lose 2 tricks on this hand, then it's very possible East might actually get squeezed in the minors. I mean, based on the auction, we know spades are 8-1. East very likely to have long clubs. It looks like this queen of clubs might be singleton. East very likely to have at least 4 diamonds. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Yep. So think about that.
Say no more. Okay. Didn't consider that at all. Yeah. Somehow my brain was just trying to figure out ways for them to give us access to the diamond suit. Okay. Nope. So, with that said, let's say I play low, and then a jack of clubs comes back, and I play the ace. And, I mean, even let's say that West roughs, and plays the king of spades or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't going to work out the way he wants. That ace of clubs is an important trick.
If I take the ace of spades.
But I'll let him work with this for a minute.
I start running.
This is a cute puzzle. I'm not sure how useful it is, but it's definitely...
Take the ace of spades and I start running all of
I think worthwhile.
Hearts.
Sometimes it does come up in real life.
I don't actually see how it works because I'm going to come down to... I still have a spade in my hand. What I really want to do is I want to... okay, just think about it again. If I played low and club comes back and I play the ace of clubs and it's, well, actually, I can see that if I play the ace of clubs and it's not roughed, then I can pull trump and play ace of spades and a spade.
Yep, Kurt's right about that.
And now East is going to get, if a squeeze is working, East is going to get squeezed. Because West would have a doubleton club, so East has to keep the club, and then if East also has the diamond length, they will get squeezed. So okay, fine. So if West is leading from queen doubleton, which I don't think
that
they
is
are,
awesome, Ewan.
if they are leading from queen doubleton, that is going to that works.
Yeah, unfortunately,
so if West is leading
in
from a singleton
Kurt's
queen,
theoretical example, the opponents are going to switch to diamonds and break up the squeeze.
If West is leading from a singleton queen, and I take the ace of clubs right now, I am in trouble. I mean, unless I have some miracle layout of the diamonds, like I mentioned, then it's not going to work. So if I duck, and then jack of clubs, ace, ruff, and a king of spades comes back, I have to win with the ace. I don't actually think I can squeeze East anymore, because when I run all of my hearts,
yeah, the slough and slough.
I'm going to come down to.
You know, I actually did that once at the 6th level.
I have a spade, 2 diamonds, and a club in my hand.
Spades or something.
When
the
I play the
opponents
last
had
part,
13 clubs, and they had never bid the
on
suit.
the board.
And they let a club at trick 1, and I pitched from both hands.
Yeah, there's no way that can work. Okay, fine. But if it is queen doubleton, at least I'm making. So I found a layout where
okay, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, they are just going to rough the ace of clubs now, but I will disagree with you that you cannot make if clubs are 4-2. Sorry, I mean, you cannot make even if a squeeze potentially could have been set up. The opponents have a way to defeat you if you duck the first club and clubs were 4-2.
They can defeat me?
Squeezes are rather difficult animals.
Wait, really? If I duck if clubs were 4-2 and I won the ace, if that ace of clubs won.
No. So you duck. I don't think East would have played back a club. I think East would have played a different suit.
Oh.
They could switch to diamonds, and then when West gets in with the ace of, or the king of spades, West could play another diamond. And that would break the communication needed for the squeeze to operate.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, this hand is probably a little bit above my
I agree.
Let me just.
Should I?
Let me. 1 second. 1 second. Give me one more moment to just think about it. Okay, if I won this ace, I pull trump and I play a club. East plays a diamond, I play another club. East can play a diamond. Okay, yeah, I might be at a point where I'm willing to say I just didn't get this.
Yeah, I mean, this is so technically all that happens in the end position here is a simple squeeze against East. I mean, you're kind of familiar with this concept. You worked out a double squeeze earlier. You would think that a simple squeeze is just way easier, right? But
yeah, maybe I don't know. Sometimes if the double squeeze is just like
yeah. So this one, it's important to understand that entries are very valuable and that you need to rectify the count. So we've kind of talked about both of those concepts already.
Yep.
You need to somehow get down to where you only have one loser in your hand. So currently you have 10 tricks. You need to somehow lose 2 more tricks, right? Well, okay, we can continue pulling trumps. It doesn't matter. Pitch, say, diamond.
Okay.
And now,
let me just.
So now it might look as if like, okay, let's duck a couple of clubs, right? Then East gets to cash a couple of tricks, but then East is going to actually cash or play a 4th club. You're going to have to rough. You no longer have a club threat against East, So your only real squeeze at that point would basically be a spade diamond squeeze against West, which is never going to happen.
Yeah, not gonna work.
So instead, we need to find a way that East can't get in. And that's going to mean that we're going to need West to help us rectify the count.
Okay. Oh man, am I gonna need to like throw West in and then like start throwing some clubs on their winners, on their spades or something?
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. But remember, West might not be so cooperative with us. They will exit a diamond if they can to prevent us from rectifying the count and having the squeeze work. So we need to strip West diamonds before we do this. Well, the only way that's going to work is if West has exactly one diamond. Because if West has two diamonds, they'll always be able to play a second diamond and break up the communication for the squeeze. So...
Oh, got it. Did they just follow?
They did follow to three hearts, and
okay,
yeah,
got it. That's cool. Okay, fine. I mean, you've totally walked me through it. But got it. Okay, they have two singletons.
Yeah, and this is the only layout that we can make it against. If West started with two clubs or two diamonds, then they could always beat the squeeze. But now here, last important play, we discard from both hands on this trick.
Yep, I'm going to throw a club from my hand. Mm-hmm. I don't think it matters what I throw from Tommy.
Exactly. And now all that's left is counting, making sure that we've counted East's clubs as we run the heart suit.
Yeah, I haven't, to be honest, I think East has now thrown, two clubs.
Yeah, so East is down to two diamonds and two clubs remaining, and...
Yeah. I got it. Now I can throw my clubs. Yeah. Cool. Okay, that's cool. That was...
Now my club is good. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. That was cool. Yeah, that was felt like the hardest hand, but I also could just be biased because this was like one I didn't get.
I mean, 100%. I agree that this was a very complicated deal because it's not just that you had to come up with a squeeze. It's that it only works against one specific layout of West's hand. You have to figure out that layout, and then you have to make sure to do everything in the right order, as well as this concept of rectifying the count by discarding from both hands, letting West play a third spade. So, yeah, this was a very tricky one for sure.
Yep, totally. Yeah, you completely walked me through that one. As soon as you were like, but what if West also has a singleton diamonds? Then, at that point, I feel like, it was clear, but that did not occur to me. Man. Well, are you down to try one more?
One more, last one, and then we can call it for the day. I mean, if you enjoyed this, I'd be happy to have you back at some point to try some more of these.
Dude, if this is not totally boring for you, I would be 100%.
We've had a good viewer base actually. We're at 15 or so people hanging out, having a good time.
Hey, nice. I mean, I'm down. So I will struggle through as many.
You've been doing awesome, actually. Yeah. So
I will take it. Okay, cool. No bidding. We're in 3-no trump. And let's see. We got 6 tricks off the top. So we need 3 more tricks. Definitely looks like we're going to want to attack diamonds in some way. I mean, let's see. So I need to come up with 3 diamond tricks. I mean, just talking out loud about the couple ideas I see. If I win the ace of spades, which I might as well just win the ace of spades here, and then we can talk. if I, uh, because I'm thinking about just banging out the king of diamonds,
Yep.
or if I should go up to the ace of clubs and play towards the king of diamonds. But I can see that there's kind of a risk there because kind of opening myself up in the club suit. So, I'm not really open in any suit right now. The spades, I kind of have. It's kind of cheeky that they played the 2 there.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
but they do make it hard for
actually,
you.
yeah, that's actually very weird that they played the 2.
Again, not very human defense, but yes.
I'm just kind of wondering even like what that layout is in the spade suit, but okay. I mean, whatever. It's probably not worth thinking too much about.
Hey,
yeah. So
anyway,
as I was saying, if I try to play up to the king queen diamonds. So let's say I play, club to the ace. I certainly can't play a heart.
I hate some of these problems.
Then if I
so
play
like the
a diamond,
solution here is going to be to lead a low diamond out of hand, right? And our objective is to collect 4 diamond tricks.
Going back to the ace of clubs and then playing another.
3 diamond tricks, but we can cater to a singleton ace by leading a low diamond from both hands.
Yeah, I mean, if I just play the king of diamonds, I mean, my first instinct was just to bang out the diamonds. Because if I just bang out the diamonds, and diamonds are not worse than like 4-2, like let's say I play king of diamonds and it loses to the ace, and they come back something. Actually, okay. I can now see it is going to be a little bit annoying if they hold up. I would like them to win the ace of diamonds.
I didn't even realize that it was more important to lead a low diamond in that case. But yes, I hit upon the right answer. I just didn't fully think through the problem.
Definitely going to be awkward.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have a way to come back to my hand to knock out the ace and enjoy the diamonds. Or like even if diamonds are, if diamonds are 4-2, if I play the king and they win the ace, I'm basically home free. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to like destroy me in spades in time. And I'm just going to lose ace of diamonds, another diamond that I choose to lose to set up my suit, and at most 2 spades. So yeah, if they hold up the ace of diamonds, this is going to get a little tricky. So let's say I play the king of diamonds, someone with the ace holds it up.
I'm sorry, did Kurt use the word enjoy for the diamond suit when he means cash?
Because now if I play queen of diamonds and someone wins the ace.
I think that's like an old school bridge book style word. Like a lot of the books from like the 70s or whatever. Tasty diamonds.
I'm not sure.
Right.
Okay. I don't think it can hurt me to play 1 round of diamonds. I'm just going to do that. 6 and 8.
Uh-oh. We are going down on this one.
Okay. If I play a diamond right now, and diamonds are not 3-3, I think I'm in trouble.
Pavlicek uses that in his teachings a lot.
Diamond,
does he also teach people to preempt like a madman, like he did against us in the match that we played?
That's just
He's not young. That's right.
Man, okay. Don't see it. So if I play queen of diamonds and the ace wins and diamonds are 4-2.
Modern RFP is wild. He really was. He was going crazy on like every board.
Like, I mean, I have a chance to make a club trick. I mean, an extra club trick.
Sure. Yep.
So, like, if diamonds or clubs are 3-3, and if I played a queen of diamonds right now, I think I'm going to make this.
Sure.
I just can't burn my king of hearts entry too soon. So, can I do any better? That's already. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm already over like 50% to make with that line, but let me think. If I played to the ace of clubs and then I played up to the queen of diamonds, if East had ace doubleton, I'm still making. Does that hurt me? I don't think it does. I think I might as well do that if I'm going for this line of play.
Yeah, this is good analysis. I mean, even if you've, well, Kurt doesn't know he's made a mistake yet.
I'm going to want to lose a club anyway, so it doesn't.
He is coming up with
legitimate
extra chances now.
And just see if we're right or if we're wrong here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, presumably East is sitting there now with ace 10 of diamonds.
Yeah, I do believe you have gone down, but I mean, I like the way that you're going about the hand. I like that you crossed in clubs to lead a diamond up, because that, you know, gave you the extra chance about ace doubleton on side.
Yeah. Okay, fine. But if I'm going down, then I've missed something. So let's see. Line I took, I think I'm making if clubs are 3-3, diamonds are 3-3, or if East had like ace doubleton.
I think actually in this case you would have to guess which minor to play for, because if you exit a diamond, the opponents can just switch to spades. So if diamonds are not 3-3, the opponents can theoretically set up 2 spade tricks to go with their 2 diamonds as well as the 1 club that you're going to give up.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, you might not be able to make against both 3-3 layouts.
Yeah. Okay. Dang. Are these level 4s getting harder? Or,
it could be. I mean, I don't know.
Or is it like me getting tired? The level 4 is getting harder, or just happen to come across a couple ones that I'm not seeing as quickly as the ones before.
Oh yeah. You know, maybe this wasn't the right thing to do like 2 hours into the broadcast, but Kurt, do you want to introduce yourself? Because I don't know how many people know you.
Sure, yeah, no worries. Well, if you made it this far, what's up? Hello, my name is Kurt Schneider. I make music. I met Rob through chess as kids. So, you know, we met at chess tournaments. When I was younger, I played chess quite seriously. But yeah, I make music on YouTube. I started uploading YouTube videos, I don't know, like over 10 years ago, and just was very fortunate that they kind of caught on, and able to make a career producing music for however many years it's been right now.
Yeah, and everyone should totally go follow Kurt on all of the social medias. I guess you do a lot of TikTok stuff now.
Yeah, totally. You know, so make silly TikToks, make music videos, and yeah, but you know, I've always been interested in games and puzzles. You know, not just chess, bridge. Actually, we kind of re-met through Sudoku a little bit. So yeah, you know, I like puzzles. I like anything to do with numbers. I got my degree in mathematics, so I'm a huge nerd. But yeah, don't really play too much bridge. But you know, I like a whole bunch of games, and I like the ability to just like play a random game at a somewhat decent level. Certainly, I like being able to play games at a level that is better than people would expect for someone who doesn't really play. But yeah, so here I am struggling through bridge.
And he's super humble. So Kurt's a chess master, and I mean, I guess you've collabed a couple of times with Cracking the Cryptic now on YouTube. I saw that you posted on one of the recent videos.
Yeah, totally. They recently had a puzzle hunt this month that you know, they put out a puzzle hunt the last couple months. I like was into Sudoku a couple years ago, and then I like didn't really do it recently. These past couple of months, I've like when they put out these puzzle hunts, I'm like, I'm gonna be the fastest one. I'm gonna like try to do this, you know.
Nice.
And last month I was the second fastest, and this one I was the fastest this month. So I was like, I'm sitting down. Actually, it was while we were in LA.
Nice.
So I'm in LA with my wife, and I'm like, Patty, on Sunday morning. So we like went to a wedding the night before, and we like got back late. I was like, hey, Patty, it's Sunday morning. You know, I might be like waking up at 8 a.m. because there's this puzzle hunt that's coming out. And I really want to be the fastest. So, yeah, so I might be busy from 8 a.m. to like however long it takes, if that works. It did work out, but fortunately there was like a time crunch. I was like really motivated to like finish this puzzle hunt, and I got it done in like an hour 43, I think. And yeah, I was like having the clock time of, you know, we have stuff to do in LA. I need to finish this early in the morning. So that was my motivation.
Nice.
Anyway, I've been rambling way
Nice.
too long here.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And you have a super awesome and supportive wife that lets you do that. Which is
Yes, she is absolutely the best.
Cool. Okay. Well, anyway, that's Kurt. So now everyone knows. He's been on stream before. We've played a bunch of bridge stuff against Greg Humphreys and Adam Kaplan, as well as some other partners.
Totally.
We'll probably do that again in the future at some point when I round some more crew up to play with us. But
oh yeah, I'm always down to play. You know, I'm always down to like pretend to be like not you know, the noob among the group, but actually, I have to say, I really appreciate when I am the worst at something in a group. Like I actually genuinely enjoy it. You know, even though it's not like I'm a great bridge player. Obviously, I am not. But if I just go to the club at bridge, I'm probably one of like I'm certainly in the better half of players. I mean, you know, but like yeah, it's nice to be so clearly the one who can learn from other people in a group. So yeah, it definitely allows you to improve faster.
All right, let's make this 3-0 Trump, and then.
Oh, and with that said, how in the world are we making this hand? Okay, so, okay, well, gotta take some diamond tricks one way or another. There's absolutely no way we're making this without diamond tricks. So,
yeah, I think a key to this hand is realizing that you have both other suits double stopped, and that the spades aren't.
I mean,
really
yeah, if I lose a club too early, and then they attack spades. Yeah, maybe I should try to lose a club sooner.
This isn't a bad idea, actually.
So
Kurt thinking that maybe he can make against both 3-3 splits in the minors if he ducks a club right now.
My thought process is if I lose a club sooner, then if clubs are 3-3, I only need to take 2 diamonds to make this hand.
I think his communication's going to get a little bit unraveled, but also it's definitely better to make against 4-2 and 3-3 diamonds
if I cash a diamond,
than playing for multiple 3-3 splits. But I like the thought process. I mean, he's trying to find a different way to combine chances. This might be another one of these difficult plays to spot. I honestly wonder if bridge puzzles, like doing more bridge puzzles, helps you notice this concept of like, let me just lead a low card from both hands in situations that otherwise it almost doesn't make sense to do so.
I mean, I'm just trying to combine some chances of 3-3 clubs
with 3-3 diamonds. Yeah, that's totally reasonable. I think that is a sensible thing to try and work out. This, man, you could get like so wrapped up in this hand if you thought about all of the different possibilities. But yeah, okay.
Okay. Is there something totally different that I'm not thinking about?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Am I like trying to take like a spade trick with my two diamonds? Maybe. I mean, that like briefly crossed my mind, but um, just I don't really see how that's going to work. 4-6-2 ace 2. This is so weird. I mean,
Yeah, Kurt's totally right. It's very possible spades are 4-3, and you could get your ninth trick in spades. Take 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, 2 hearts,
okay.
and 3 spades.
Well, if I start trying to knock out spades, I only need 2 diamonds.
That would be about 62% for 4-3 spade split. Maybe slightly
really
higher,
better.
given that there's no opponent bidding.
Maybe it is.
One of them might have bid with a 4-card spade suit or 5-card spade suit.
I don't think it can hurt me to cash a diamond. If I cash a diamond and then I play ace of clubs, and then let's say I lose a spade. They win. Now they, I don't know, play a heart. Lose a spade. Can't quite work out the timing on this. Like, what I want to do is, okay, I'm just gonna play the king.
Sure. This is another one of those hands you mentioned earlier. Like, once you know the answer, it's very obvious.
Yeah, you know, answers have a way of making you of always feeling that way. Okay, so I mean, if I just bang down Queen of Diamonds, if they let that win,
I do agree, Koopa, that some of these
Yeah.
hands where it's like, oh, you can come up with like a very, very small percentage
Ace of
extra
clubs,
chance is really not that useful of a skill to learn. I do think it teaches you to think about bridge problems in the right way. That similar to some chess puzzles, like if you find a good move, look for a better one.
okay. I think if they let me win a diamond, then if I'm getting 4-3 spade break, but I mean, how can I be getting a 4-3 spade break? The opening lead went 4 and then a 2.
Yeah, Kurt's struggling with like the robots don't make. I mean, these aren't really robot leads. These are just normal, normal leads probably. And really, East's
10,
play of low at trick 1 is not that insane,
6,
given that it's
5,
probably pretty likely on the auction that we have a singleton spade on it.
Jack 10.
So
6,
East might
5.
not have played the queen
West
from
was
queen
leading from
third,
queen
or the
third.
10
I
from
guess
10 third. They might have just played low.
No. Jack 6-5-2. Queen or Queen 6-5-2. 10's it. Very weird. The opening play was very weird. I actually don't have any explanation for it. Or how that
Pull
could
up the
be.
auction again, because we've showed a hand that, I mean, effectively has short spades. So I think East with like queen third of spades or jack third of spades might, figure out that we're likely to hold a singleton spade on her based on the way the first trick went, and so we'll just play low. It's a little unusual. A human might make the mistake of putting in an honor there, which would make things easier for us, but yeah, I don't think it's like super strange that East played low.
Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. So with that in mind, if I take a spade, I only need to take 2 diamonds of spade, along with my other 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 clubs to make this. So if I played club, then lost a spade, like a heart comes back. If I play a diamond up, let's say club, diamond up, they let that win. Club, nope, I have to start busting out spades sooner. So I should either play a diamond right now, or I should play a club to the ace and then work on spades, I think. So I feel like I should play a diamond. If I play a diamond and they win the ace, and then they'll have to, if they play, like, let's say a heart comes back, I win the ace of hearts, and then play a spade, then another heart comes back.
Yeah, he's kind of working out
And then
that
if I play the
he
king,
just doesn't have the timing to set up spades.
not gonna have, yeah, kind of messes up my timing. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna lead a low spade.
Sure. Now they can win and play back a club, which is gonna.
I think I'm gonna give up on the 3-3 clubs.
Okay, or they could just return a heart, giving you a glimmer of hope,
Now
I
if I play
guess.
ace hearts, I could set up my spade trick.
Oh God, actually,
I mean,
this is
presumably I could set up my
even
spade
more
trick
annoying, right? Like they could have just played back a
It
club and
doesn't have
instantly
jack
ended
double
the
ten.
hand. But of course they return a heart.
And
You
does
don't have
West
the communication
queen,
to
jack,
do
10,
everything.
fifth? No. So yeah. So now I know that actually spades are breaking.
Yeah, the bots are really messing with him.
if I play
That's
ace,
true.
And then I set up my spade trick. And then
Like he
another
can set
heart
up the
comes
spade,
through.
but now he can't. He can't set up the spade and set up the diamonds.
Like I kind of needed to.
He did need to set up diamonds.
It's like I
first.
need to get my second diamond
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I think you are
I'm gonna
going
go to
down.
bed. I'm gonna go to bed with a diamond
Yeah.
trick. I thought I actually couldn't set up my diamond earlier because if I set up a diamond earlier and they attack hearts, I like figured I didn't have time to. Like if I just try to like bang out diamonds, then it's not going to work. I mean, I was going to say it's not going to work because I thought attacking hearts gave me problems.
Yeah, attacking clubs might also give you problems.
So, doesn't actually matter what I throw here, I think. That's very helpful.
That is weird.
Seemed like very helpful defense there. I mean, now I've made it.
Yeah, that is super weird.
I can check to see.
Was this really the line of play? Hold on, there's no way this was the line of play. Because there's an alternative that is like much better than this line of play. Hold on, can't they beat you on this layout? Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on, let's go back.
Why,
Let's.
why would they not continue clubs?
This is amazing. Okay. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm not going insane. Can we redeal?
Sure.
That is. Oh, this is incredible. Okay. All right, so they lead a spade. I want to lead the two of diamonds out of hand.
Okay.
Report the bug. So now we win the ace of clubs, and as long as diamonds are 4-2, we now have the entries by leading a diamond to the king. And so now we can just claim our 9 tricks. So the reason you can't make against 4-2 diamonds on the line that you had taken was you needed to duck a diamond immediately.
Yeah, no, this seems way better. I don't know why I didn't consider ducking a diamond immediately. I think I just decided, like, oh, I'm just giving up a trick whenever diamonds are 3-3 and just kind of like dismiss.
Right. Yeah, it's all about the entry situation. You have so limited entries to the south hand, you need the diamonds to provide you an extra entry themselves.
Yeah, yeah, no, that actually makes sense. That's yeah.
How did you make it? I mean, your line of play was really cool. I like the idea of kind of like combining some chances a little bit in setting up the
Wait,
spade.
yeah, that's so
Couldn't
weird.
they
Wait,
beat
I
you though?
well now I want to like try it again with just like how. No, you're right. That's a way better line of play. That's clearly it's definitely making.
Oh man.
So yeah, so let's see. I mean, what did I even
You
do? I
played
like
a second
took two
diamond,
diamonds.
right? Because you have to. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
ran into the issue that you
For
like
sure.
couldn't set up your diamond trick.
Yep. Yeah. So now my diamond trick is
Yep.
set up, and now I'm like, oh, I just need to set up a spade
Yeah,
trick.
so you
But
duck the spade, pitching
yes,
a
but
club.
yeah, it doesn't really
Yeah, it doesn't
even
really matter
what
what
I
you
did.
discard. And now they played back a heart, but the spades are.
Now they play a
That's
heart.
they should have just. I mean, obviously they should have. If the robots were doing the right thing, they should have switched to the suit that they could set up clubs or spades or clubs or hearts.
Yeah.
So
Whoa, it's so weird. Yo,
that
is a bug.
that
You
really
found
is a bug. Yeah.
Bug found.
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay, but cool hand to end on.